here with the best reaction we could ever want. Louisiana Senator John Kennedy. You know what this makes me want to do? I have friends that own Teslas. And if they're going to have a boycott and try to harm Elon Musk for exposing waste, fraud, abuse, and corruption, you know what? I think my next car, I'm going to really look into a Tesla. I think that's going to be my next car.
Well, with respect to Ms. Crow, I'd make a couple of points, Sean. Number one, Ms. Crow's entitled to her opinion. Number two, I think she means well. But if she ever had a clever thought, it died alone and afraid. I think point three, I think that it should not go unnoticed that President Biden got a lot of his advice from pop singers and movie stars and people who partied with Harvey Weinstein, and we know how that turned out. In terms of the Democrats, I've got a lot of friends who are Democrats, and they haven't asked me for advice. But if I did, I'd tell them, look, you just got to try harder not to suck. I mean, think about it. Over the past 4 years, the Democrats mismanaged Congress, they mismanaged COVID, they mismanaged the economy, they mismanaged inflation, they mismanaged the national debt, they mismanaged Afghanistan. More recently, in their opposition to President Trump and Mr. Musk, the Democrats have chosen to support the bureaucrats and the spending porn over the American taxpayer, just like they support illegal immigration over the rule of law, just like they support transgender athletes over women's sports, just like they support Hamas terrorists over Israel. All Democrats are not like this, but the party is controlled right now by people who majored in online activism with a minor in puberty blockers. I know these people. They think women, they think men can breastfeed. They're triggered by race. They cry if you use the wrong pronoun. And most fair-minded Americans look at this and they go, these people are about 10 exits past normal. And that's what's killing the Democrats right now, in my opinion.
You know, oh, I'm sorry. I don't want to interrupt this. Keep going.
No, I'm done.
Okay, spending porn, and they got to try harder not to suck. And I can't keep up. You know, one question people ask me about you, they like, is this extemporaneous from Senator Kennedy, or does he actually think this out ahead of time? Does this just flow naturally for you?
About 5 minutes before an interview, my staff knows to leave me alone. And if I know the topic, I start thinking about, I've got maybe 4 minutes, and I start thinking about how I'm going to frame it. Sometimes I say things that I shouldn't, but as I've told you before, God made me, and God gave me the right to remain silent, but not the ability.
Well, I appreciate it, but, you know, it is interesting what you're saying, because what have they doubled down on? They doubled down on waste, fraud, and abuse and corruption, which will end up being hundreds of billions, if not more. They doubled down on men and women's sports and doubled down putting the rights of illegal immigrants, including known terrorists, murderers, rapists, cartel members, gang members, over the safety of Americans. That's kind of dumb.
Well, it is, and frankly, it's bad for our country. I mean, it's good for, I'm a Republican, it's good for my party. What I tell my colleagues is just, look, we just need to stay calm. We need to stay calm as a Hindu cow and just go about our work and get our bills passed and let the Democrats be the Democrats. And so far, it's working. You never interfere with your opponent when he's kicking his own ass. So that's what's going on.
I think that is very sound counsel advice. And if this is where, if they're not going to look out for working men and women and their safety and security and their money, I'm happy with them staying right where they are. Bad for the country if they ever get power, but they're not in power. Senator, we appreciate you more than you know. Thank you.